12:22. I stay up this late to watch this, and now I'm not gonna be able to fall asleep. How? Just how? I honestly can't comprehend this right now. I'm honestly just like this. We were destined to lose this game. Second and third period, we just get chance after chance after chance from that Trocheck, Jokic, and Smith line, and of course we just can't connect. And then McKegg or Yager gets one. I still don't know who it was. I think it's gonna go to McKegg, but yeah. And then they tie it up at like 2 minutes later. Jordan Eberle, of course, he gets his first goal in 18 games. I mentioned it in the pregame. And then, of course, freaking Ekblad. I'm going to talk about this again. Aaron Ekblad was said to be a star player in the league when he was drafted. And that's what he was from the start. He was a star offensive player. Star offensive player as a defenseman. Everyone said he was a two-way defenseman, but they said he was a strong offensive player. And now he's even lost that adjective for him. Since all of our defensive defensemen have basically left, Aaron Ekblad has been left all of the defensive duties of the Florida Panthers. And now that he has to do that, he is inexperienced playing defense. That's number one. And number two is that he can't do anything. He turns the puck over every single time, and he's lost his offensive confidence and skill. Like, he's on a 2-on-1 with Trocheck, who's the hottest player on this team, and 2-on-1. And you decide when you're like basically on the goal line, you decide to shoot the puck instead of throwing it to Trocheck, which is just an easy saucer pass, just to get it to him, and he can put it in possibly for the overtime winner. That is the type of logic, and just shows how terrible Aaron Ekblad how terrible of an overall player Aaron Ekblad has become since he was drafted. Ekblad was putting up crazy numbers in the OHL, and in the NHL, he was putting up pretty good numbers to start out his career. And now Panthers make all these changes to their defense, saying it might be better. Not even thinking about Ekblad and his performance, and look what happens. He has 7 goals. And he hasn't scored since December 10th. That's over a month ago. So this really is just one of the toughest games I've ever watched. We go down 2-0, obviously. I'm already like, all right, 7-2 loss coming up, 7-2. And we get a goal. I'm like, okay, we got one. Trocheck scores again, but, we're probably not going to be able to. And then we get on the power play late, and Scarbosa, first NHL goal, ties it up. And I'm like, okay, we could get a point in this one. And could. I said could. And then late in the third, 6 minutes to go, Yager puts it in front. They said it's Yager's goal. I don't know if it's him or McKegg. I still don't know. And then a minute or two later, Jordan Eberle, of course, ties it on a 2-on-1. Demers wouldn't even go for Eberle, who was wide open for a shot. And then we get into freaking overtime. Chance after chance after chance. 2-on-1 after 2-on-1. And this is honestly just once again the refs just not going on our side ever. So Aaron Ekblad can't get a shot, pass, anything in overtime. Nothing from him. And we had our scoring chances in the overtime. Just Ekblad just kept taking it. Wouldn't be smart with the puck and just kept shooting when there was no lane throughout the entire game. And I just don't know. He leads the team in shots. He has 7 goals. How pathetic. I mean, it's frustrating to watch our defense just give the puck to everyone out there. It's so freaking annoying. And then, of course, I'm like, okay, we're going to go to shootout. We have 10 seconds to go, and they're holding it behind their net. And then we get the puck. And then we go up the boards. And of course, we turn it over. Connor McDavid has a breakaway with 6 seconds to go. Connor McDavid, after having over a 2-minute shift, Aaron Ekblad barely even moving to try and catch Connor McDavid, who Ekblad should know is late in his shift. And Ekblad just decides, there's not enough time left. We just leave him. He doesn't matter. The number 1 point getter in the league. Doesn't matter. So McDavid moves in, and he scores. I thought that it could have been overturned. I thought it didn't. It wasn't conclusive. I didn't think it was conclusive that it went in the net. And just, do we get any? Let's name a couple from the last guy. I'm gonna name 3. Trocheck was tripped. Franz Nielsen shooting twice in the shootout against us when we blew that 2-goal lead. And now tonight, Connor McDavid, with time expiring, shoots backhand. Reimer makes the glove save, and they still call it a goal. I don't know what's... So, I wanted 2 points out of these 2 games, and we ended up getting 1. Now, if we don't win these 2 games in a row, we are in trouble, because these teams, like Detroit, went into overtime and won. Boston got another point. We are now 3 points within Boston, first spot, and we are 1 point within Toronto and Ottawa. They still have 5 games in hand. 5 games in hand. And it's hard to freak it. I can't watch. I want to watch. It's just frustrating. It puts me in such a bad mood to watch these games. And someone, please help this team. I mean, everyone's I've been taking this video out for a while. Edmonton's now on a 5-game winning streak. We are now on a 2-game losing streak. After beating the best team in the league, we have lost to 2 Western Conference teams. And now we are going to play the Vancouver Canucks, who recently came off a 6-game winning streak, won the other night against the Predators, are playing great defensive hockey, and we need to bring our A game. And I know Luongo will, because this is his former team, and it's going to be a very emotional game for him. He will bring his A game. Will the rest of the team? That's the bottom line right there. Because this is a must-needed win. A must-needed win for the Panthers. Because after tonight, what confidence do I have that this team is going to have the capability to finish like they did last year? I can't remember the Panthers having 2 finished 60-minute finished games in a row. I mean, it's just play the game. Don't go in your head. Go out and play. So annoying. I mean, and now we got to go play Vancouver, and it's terrible. Overall, just the most disappointing loss of the season to the Oilers. Connor McDavid, who was my player to watch tonight, gets the overtime winner and his 100th NHL point, a goal and 2 assists. Just don't know what to do about this team anymore. Trying to pick out the positives, and just one more thing that I'm going to talk about, then I'll go. This video is already at 8 minutes. So, I think Tom Rowe has gotten 4, out of all the games he's coached, I think he's coached about, let's say, 25 games. Let's say 25 games. And when you're a coach, you're running the lines. You're responsible for telling the players to go out, come in, switch lines, what line number, everything. And I think we have 4 2-minute men on the ice penalties under Tom Rowe. I don't know what. I want him to leave. I don't think he's a good coach. I don't think that he'll lead us to the point where we want to be in our defensive. Like he has shown, if at one point if he shows a great offensive game, Panthers will have a terrible defensive game. If the Panthers show a great offensive game, they'll have a terrible. Like you guys know what I mean. You can't. He's never brought us a game with both sides of playing hockey right there and now. Like, we're not playing offense and defense in the same games. We're only playing one of them and trying to win off of that. You can't do that. You really can't. You have to play both sides of the ring, which I don't think the Panthers have been doing lately, and they really need to start. So that's pretty much it for this video. The most depressing loss of the season to the Edmonton Oilers tonight, thanks to the first ever time we played Connor McDavid. Knew it was going to be scary. Didn't think it was going to be this depressing. So hopefully the Panthers can actually pull these last two games. And I swear, if we don't win this freaking game against Arizona, I don't know what I'm going to do. But we got to beat the Canucks. We got to beat the Canucks on Friday. That's the bottom line. Canucks are in the playoff race. They are coming up. They have won 6 of their last 7. And we just almost beat a team that was 4 in a row. So we really need a win against these Canucks. So that's the bottom line. Hopefully you guys are expecting as much or more than I am from this team, because I don't know what to do with this team right now. Honestly, I'm just so upset from this game. I'm just going to go right in bed and go to sleep. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this post game, and I'll see you guys before the game against the Canucks.